And the Trump administration's cuts to US foreign aid have left critical water and sanitation projects abandoned across the globe. In 16 countries, 21 projects have been halted, leaving millions without clean water. In Mali, water towers meant for schools and clinics are left unfinished, while in Nepal, over 100 water systems stand incomplete, with thousands of supplies left behind. In Kenya, half-built irrigation canals now pose flooding risks. The halted aid is potentially putting lives at risk. In Congo, families are losing loved ones while fetching water, and in Kenya, open trenches could cause further harm. Experts have warned that these cuts may lead to even more instability, disease and extremism. The US State Department has resumed some funding, but the damage could already be done. Well, Jim, thank you for staying with us. Of course, Donald Trump's policy of Make America Great Again, putting America first and cutting some vital aid to other countries that are going through difficult situations, whether that's civil war, famines or natural disasters. It was always known that that could cause an impact. Now reports of quite how severe those impacts could be. Do you think that it's up to other countries now to also step up with waning US support on these communities and countries that are facing difficulty? And as we've mentioned, things could get much more worse.
Yeah, thanks for that. This seems to be a hallmark of the Trump administration, is to dismantle America's efforts at humanitarian aid across the world. This happened, as you recall, in January of this year when Elon Musk stepped in and gleefully tweeted that he had put the USAID into the wood chipper over the course of a week. So this is the kind of cynical cruelty that the Trump administration is determined to inflict upon poor people. This story that you just reported is new to me. The thing that I was noticing was just a few days ago, the U.S. government was forced to spend $100,000 US in incinerating aid that could save 27,000 starving children for over a month in terms of essential high nutrition biscuits. So again, it just seems to be never ending. In terms of your question, which is can other countries step up? I believe that they are. I believe that the Europeans, the Canadians are doing a great job, and they continue to do so. What I think is an incumbent on Americans is to realize the destructive nature of the Trump administration and to stop it in its tracks. And if I may be excused to pivot to another topic, Thomas, we were talking earlier about the issue of Trump's lawsuit for $10 billion against the Wall Street Journal. We've got to see this against the backdrop of his intimidating and thuggish attacks on ABC and CBS in terms of shaking them down for tens of millions of dollars for things that were not even defamatory, and sadly for those networks to give in to them. So these kinds of things need to be seen as a whole.
Jim Rice, thank you ever so much for your time joining us on both of those points. We move on